What's up, everybody? It's your favorite robotic overlord's favorite nerd, and today we are looking at Marvel Legends Ant-Man Wave Build-A-Figure Ultron. So I used to start off with them already built, but then people asked for me to build them on camera, so then you can see how easily it goes together or how challenging it is. Let's see if we can't get the head on. Oh, simple. Arms. Easy enough. Other arm. Easy enough. Leg. Not as much. Let's see if I can't get this other one on any better. Alright, I guess that's why people ask me to do this, because it's not always as easy as it seems. So there he is. He has an imposing height. You know, we'll do some size comparisons here in a bit, but let's take a look at him without any further ado. Head sculpt is pretty nice, and the paint on the eyes is pretty well done as well. It's not my favorite design for Ultron. You know, I'd prefer the comic book look, but obviously I understand why they're trying to cash in on this look. It makes perfect sense. Head, as you saw, was on a ball peg that's on a hinge, so range of motion is pretty good. We lose a little bit of aesthetic there, but because he's a robot, it's not really a big deal. Outside of that, it's pretty good. We got paint inside there, paint around the eyes, then the red eye, and then the white eye on top. So that's more than I'm used to with Marvel Legends, and that's a nice touch. Moving down the figure, we got some red paint there, and that seems to be it. You know, I don't know. We'll talk about it. This whole figure has so much silver, and a simple black wash would have brought so much out of it, you know, and I don't know why they didn't just do that. But moving on down, we got an ab crunch. You get 2 clicks back, but the sculpt doesn't really continue through, and then you get 1 click forward, which is adequate. So articulation wise, it's there. I just wish they would have continued these little designs. It's not the worst thing in the world, because you can imagine that maybe from a robotic perspective this would be flat like that, but it just seems like, you know, detail, and then nothing. There's a lot of like layers of this. It kind of reminds me of a Bayformer, but that's not so much Hasbro's fault as it is, you know, the movie look. So it's okay. The shoulder here, you saw the swivel, and then there's a hinge to get you up to there, and then you can of course swivel it to get it all the way around. Bicep swivel hidden pretty well because of the armor, and it does look to have like a little bit of wash here, but I just don't understand why they didn't put it here. It's like they're not working together. The sculpt does continue through on the backside, which is nice. Once again, not sure why they didn't do it there. And then we have a double jointed elbow, which gets you pretty much everything you could want, and then a hinged swiveled wrist with the hands, evil Ultron hands. Same on the other side. Sculpt is all pretty nice, red paint in there, nothing really to complain about. Waist swivel, it does, you know, look a little ridiculous, but if you just go a little bit, it's not so bad, and more often than not, you're not going to have them at this extreme of an angle, I would say, right? Hips. Okay, so they're on a ball peg, T-jointed ball pegs, and you get forward to there, which is okay, and back to there, which is okay, because you don't want to, you know, Ultron doing high kicks and stuff, so I'm okay with that. What I'm not okay with is just, you know, that's as far as he goes out. It's really pretty limited. Thigh swivel built into the Build-A-Figure piece, and then I like that there's this hole there. It kind of gives some depth to the figure. I wish they would have done more stuff like that. But I kind of dig that. I'm not sure if they do it anywhere else, but it would have been nice if they did. Maybe up in here they could have, but whatever. Double jointed knee, getting you everything you could want. And then I told you about the thigh swivel, right? And then foot's on a tilt to get you all the way back to there, so that's pretty much perfect. It would have been nice to get a little bit up, but I'm not crazy about that anyway. And then the rocker is built into the peg where it connects into the foot. So all in all, articulation is there. Let's take a look at some size comparisons. Just because it's the one that I have most handy, there he is next to Black Widow. So pretty decent size. I'm happy with that. So on the negative side of things, it's a Build-A-Figure. You know, you're basically paying 120 bucks for him. So, or if you get them on the aftermarket, maybe 60. So like, I feel like they could have done, you know, I always feel like with stuff like this, they could do so much more. You know, most of the waves are always used of repaints and resculpts and remolds and new heads and blah, blah, blah. So just, it would have been nice if they would just throw us a bone when it comes to the Build-A-Figure. Throw us some more paint. Throw us, there is plenty of sculpt work, so I'm happy there. But it would have been nice to have some more, you know, depth and stuff like that, like the hole in the leg. It would have been nice to just have more of that. Just to make it feel like, you know, it really is something special, to make that wave pay off when you buy the whole thing. The only other complaint I really have is the hip articulation could have been a little bit better handled. On the positive side of things, most of the articulation is there. Most of the sculpt, the overall sculpt is there. It's very reminiscent of the movie, so I get that. There's also, you know, some interesting things going on with the sculpt in terms of like line work and stuff like that. Like there is some effort here, and I definitely recognize it. It just would have been nice to see some follow through. The paint that is applied fairly well. The red is all clean. The washes on the arms and stuff, and two tones and the grays and stuff really work. It just would have been nice to see it follow through to the whole figure, as well as the sculpt follow through to the upside of that ab crunch. But you know, I might just be a stickler for that. I mean, how often are you going to have him lean that far back anyway? It just would have been nice if you're like, man, look at this company. They even take that extra step to make sure that you're going to be happy in every pose. But I guess we'll take what we can get. So I definitely recommend him for an Ultron if you like the movie representation of Ultron. If you're in it for the comic book representations, which I kind of more so am, this is a decent stand-in, but you know and I know it's not exactly what you want. So, with that being said, a skit. Well, recently I've been thinking about taking up a bit of a religious practice. People have been saying that I get so angry with lack of paint or articulation problems that I probably should find some sort of religious peace in my life. So anyway, I kind of feel like I have a knack towards certain religions, so I'm thinking about giving one a shot. I think I finally found a religion that works for me. Only one last thing to do. Move this Coke can. I knew it. Always knew I had the power.
I moved it with this fork. He tries to do this all the time. Every now and then, I gotta throw him a bone.
So I'm a natural, pretty much. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care. But just because it's the one that I have most handy, there he is next to Scarlet Witch and Scarlet Witch. So just because she's the one, what's up everybody? It's your favorite robotic warlords. What's up everybody? It's your favorite What's up everybody? It's your favorite robotic. What's up everybody? It's your favorite.